Hello YouTube, this is DroidFreak. As you can see by all the fancy stuff in front of me, I'm running one of the new snapshots of Minecraft. I'm actually running 13W01B, which has some bug fixes in it. And I want to show you some stuff you probably didn't know about 13W01B, and I think most of this applies to A too. So here we go. First off, you can place weighted pressure plates on top of hoppers. So theoretically, you could have your hopper filled with stuff. Let me make all of these things other than redstone. You could fill your hopper up with stuff. Why is it going in? Shouldn't be going in. I guess it's just disappearing in that side there. Anyways, you can place virtually any redstone item on top of a hopper. Place a daylight sensor on there. Well, the stuff doesn't fall through the daylight sensor, I don't think. So that's just an interesting fact. I don't know if that's intentional or if it's a bug, but you can place stuff on top of hoppers. And here I want to show you another thing that could potentially be a bug. If you might assume that if you put a hopper in this arrangement, it would fill this double chest with whatever I put into the chest up there. But it actually doesn't. It only fills half of this double chest, because the hopper only accesses this half of the chest. If I destroy that half of the chest, nothing comes out because that half of the chest was unused. No, it's actually a trap chest, so if I want to re-demonstrate. There. The hopper has a lot of buckets in it, but the top half of this chest is not filling. So you can't use double chests with hoppers unless you are careful to have the hoppers fill both halves of the chest, because they will only fill the half that they are above. Hopefully this is a bug and gets fixed, because it would be really cool to be able to fill both halves of a double chest from one hopper. We'll see. I'm going to break this half. Lots of lava. Yay. Anyways, moving along, I saw a lot of people who did snapshot reviews of 12W01A were really confused by what the difference between the two modes on the comparator are. Well, I will show you. If the side signal is actually stronger than the back signal, changing the mode makes no difference, which is why a lot of people were confused. But if the two signals are the same strength, or the side one is weaker, then changing it to the other mode will actually subtract this signal strength from that signal strength. So this one would be 14, this one would be 12. 14 minus 12 is 2, so this signal strength is only 2 instead of 14, which is what it is in standard mode. So this means that if the two signals are the same strength, like this, then changing the mode changes it from being on to being off when the two signals are equal. So that could be a useful thing. Say, for example, you used repeaters. I have too many lava buckets in my inventory now. You used repeaters next to these in this mode. That would make it so that if both signals are on, then it stays off. This signal is off, then it's on. This signal's on. So that could be useful for making basically redstone transistor. That's really the big potential of this block, is that besides gauging the signal strength, which is awesome, It also can act as a redstone transistor. And this is basically a really compact redstone NOR latch made using the comparator. Let me grab the comparator. I need a daylight sensor. Basically, this is the only essential part of it. Have two comparators facing opposite each other, and you throw in 2 bits of redstone like that. And switch these both to subtraction mode. Now, because these are in subtraction mode, it isn't all or nothing. It's actually able to have a partial strength. So if you want to use it as an RS NOR latch, you'll need to make sure that you always send it a signal of 15. Send it a smaller signal. Let me demonstrate over here. Send it a weaker signal. We'll actually have a partial signal on each side, but these two will add to 15, which makes it actually useful as like basically an analog redstone storage cell. So say you want to give this a value of whatever that is, like 10, I think. Then this one gets a value of 10, that one gets a value of 5, and when you unhook it, it keeps that value. So you can basically use this as a 4-bit storage cell, very compact. Though of course, unpacking that storage would be very difficult, because it involves using lots of comparators. And by the way, this over here is just an instant wire setup using comparators that allows you to extend your wire infinitely if you just alternate between comparators and redstone dust. Your wire goes forever without losing any strength. So that could be very, very useful. And it's theoretically instant, even though in my experiments it isn't quite, because at least on my computer, which isn't the fastest, there's a lot of bugs in the amount of delay that these have, so we'll see. Another cool thing that you can do with comparators that will probably come in handy in a lot of situations is if you hook a torch right next to the back of the comparator and put wires around the side, then you get a weak signal generator. So it generates a weak signal right over there without you needing to run a huge wire. Same thing, or a similar thing, if you move the torch one back and replace it with the dust, that changes the signal strength from 1 to 2, so that could be very useful too. It's also can be noted that no matter what signal you send into this, assuming it's strong enough, it will still output a strength of 2. So you could make any signal strength get standardized to a strength of 2, basically. And I think that's about it for what I have for you guys now. So I hope you enjoyed all these little quirks about the new snapshots, and I hope that you and learned something that you didn't know before. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more videos, especially my Let's Play called Farm Everything, where I try to find and farm everything that can be farmed in Minecraft, which is a lot, by the way. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.